If you're on the hunt for the best place to live in Austin, Texas, stick around because we're about to check out an incredible apartment with amazing amenities right here in the middle of this highly sought after award-winning sustainable neighborhood with over 130 acres of parks, trails, open space, protected bike lanes, and all of your essentials and more within walking distance. I'll tell you more about this amazing community later in the video, but first we're going to get started right away because we have a lot to see and go over. I'm going to start right outside of the apartment building where I'm going to take a little walk right outside of Aldrich Street where we have 9 different restaurants within a 5-minute walk of the complex. To your right is B.D. Riley's Irish Pub, which is known for its authentic Irish food and perfect pints of Guinness. It's not just a pub, but it's a great spot to enjoy some live music and sports events with your neighbors. Walking through here, you have a nice shaded area leading to Mueller Lake Park, which has a great playground for the kids, picnic areas, spots for fishing, and a spacious amphitheater where you'll be able to catch some great community events and live music. Now make sure you stay tuned because we're going to be heading back to the apartment complex to check out all of their amazing amenities, talk about pricing and how to secure a unit here, and also tour 2 great units, a 1-bedroom and a 2-bedroom floor plan with great space and luxury features. Immediately, we're going to get started here in the mailroom. To your left, you have your Luxor One package lockers, which you have 24/7 access to. This is becoming a pretty common feature in a lot of newer apartments that I'm seeing, and it's great because it makes sure that all of your packages get to you safe and sound. You get a little code once your package arrives to the building, and then you're able to go in and get your delivery. Next, we're checking out the 2-story fitness center with the outdoor deck that we'll get to in just a second. You have a really great mixture of free weights and machines, and then on the second level you have even more machines, which we'll get to in just a second as well. As you can see, we have tons of natural light coming in with these really tall windows and lots of open space, so you're not feeling cramped here in your community gym. You have these really tall ceilings leading up into the second level with even more windows letting in even more natural light. While I was here filming this video, I actually got to have a quick conversation with one of the residents that was working out here. He had been living here for 5 months, and he let me know that this is one of the best gyms that he'd been able to use at any of the apartment buildings that he'd lived at. And from walking around, I can see how that's possible because they have some really well taken care of equipment. There's really nice clean space, and once we get outside, we're going to be able to check out a really cool feature, which is going to be that outdoor deck with the xeriscape flooring. It just adds a little bit more extra space in case you want to work out outside. Once we get out there, you're going to see that we're actually overlooking one of the closest community parks. The whole neighborhood of Mueller, which is the community that we're in right now, actually has 9 different parks in this neighborhood. You have 13 miles of trails and protected bike lanes connecting all of the park areas, in addition to 5 miles of hike and bike trails, and lots to do even with an amazing skate park in the community. This apartment complex is centrally located in Mueller Town Center, which makes it extremely walkable to everything that Mueller has to offer. Now, as we're going up to the second level to check out some more of the fitness equipment, I wanted to give a huge thank you to the leasing team over at the AMLI at Branch Park for allowing me to showcase all of the amazing features and amenities that are here in this building. My name is Marc Duncan. I'm a realtor in the Austin, Texas area, and if you love touring properties near or in downtown Austin, make sure you subscribe so you can stay updated with some of the best tours that you'll see featuring condos, apartments, and amazing properties near downtown. Also, if you like this apartment or just like this community in general, make sure to reach out. I would be super happy to get you all settled into your new home here in the Austin, Texas area. Back to the video, we're going to be heading outside to check out that outdoor deck in a little bit more detail. You have some great areas to do some calisthenics workouts, and I think this area would make a great yoga lawn. Back inside, I saw some yoga mats that you were able to use, so I think this would be a great spot to do some of those stretches. And like I mentioned earlier, you're just down the way from the closest park, which is the Mary Elizabeth Branch Park. That's the name, AMLI Branch Park. And if you've been to Mueller before, you may recognize this area because this is actually where the Texas Farmers Market at Mueller is. It's going to be that building that you see to the left of the park, which is a pretty popular attraction here in the area. They have over 120 vendors, lots of local products, and is open every Sunday. So even if you don't live here, make sure to come by and check out the farmers market. You will not regret it. Next here in the video, we're going to be heading inside so I can show you the 3,500 square foot co-working space with the business center and reservable conference rooms. Now, this is becoming a more popular feature since a lot more people are starting to work from home and need spaces outside of their living areas to get some work done. Here's a nice open seating area with some great natural light coming into it, and then if you need some extra privacy, maybe you need a desk, right behind us they have a few private offices to where you're able to sit down, close the door and knock out a few phone calls, set up a Zoom meeting, or just shut yourself out from the world so you can really hone in and get some work done. A lot of the new clients that I'm working with are asking for these kind of spaces because they love separating their work lives from their personal lives. Because if you work from home, you know how easy it is to get tempted to just lay down in bed if it's right next to you, or get distracted by the pets, which in turn just makes you work for a longer time because you weren't able to really focus in on what you're doing. Here you have a secondary open space with a kitchen to your left. Across the street is going to be the second building, which has some additional spaces for you to work, as well as a coffee bar, which we'll check out in just a bit. If you need more space than what was allocated in those smaller working areas, you can reserve one of these bigger conference rooms if you have to get together with other coworkers. You have TVs to do slideshows, really tall ceilings, making it super open and inviting in this area, with these really large floor-to-ceiling windows, letting in the natural light from the other areas of this space. I always think areas like this are great alternatives to getting another desk in your unit or converting a second bedroom into another office, especially when your apartment complex offers some really well-designed areas like what we just saw. Now we're gonna head to the left so I can show you a feature that I've only seen exclusively with different AMLI buildings, and that's gonna be the makerspace. This is a really creative and collaborative environment where they offer some high-quality tools and equipment, including sewing machines, woodworking tools. In just a second, we're gonna see where they have a little area to work on your home garden. And if you have your own tools, they have lockers to store your equipment, so you're able to save some space in your own unit. This is a really unique feature that I think a lot of people who are interested in DIY projects, special hobbies, and artistic endeavors will really enjoy. If you're a handy person, I would say usually one of the downfalls to having an apartment rather than a home with a garage is not being able to store your tools and have areas where you're able to do your projects. Because you only have so much space in your unit, you might not have the right electric equipment, or you might be missing a certain tool. But with this area, I think this is a really great alternative to having your own at-home workshop. We just went into the gardening area where you're able to take care of your at-home plants in case they need a little TLC. Instead of taking care of all of that soil in your unit, you're able to come down to this area, use some of their tools. They have areas that provide you soil, moss, and mulch. Let me know in the comments how you would utilize these spaces. Would you pick up a new hobby, take care of your own plants, or just come to the community events that they hold here? Now, like I mentioned earlier, there's a second building across the street that offers some more office spaces. So if for some reason the offices and the other rooms are being utilized, you can come across the street and use these as well. You have access to all of the amenities on this side too. And here's a quick look at the Starbucks coffee bar, where you're able to make yourself a nice cup of coffee. They have creamer, flavorings, and everything you need to become your own Starbucks barista. Now, I don't want this video to be a whole hour because there are so many more amenities that we have to take a look at. At the very end of the video, we're going to take a look at the pool deck, which is almost an acre, has a dog park and a hammock grove. But before that, we just went upstairs to the 6th floor to check out their A4B floor plan, which is a 1-bed, 1-bath property on 881 square feet. Immediately when you walk in, you're greeted with this really nice and open space. To your left, you have your kitchen, which we'll be checking out in more detail in just a second. You have these nice light floors with a great ceiling height and LED lights just shining all in this space. You also have some really nice sized windows out in the back with some built-in solar shades if you want to close these windows. The next unit that we're going to be checking out has a different color scheme, which I'm really excited to show you. It has darker floors and different colored cabinets, which give you a great option between doing a floor plan or color scheme like we're seeing here, or what we're going to be seeing in just a bit. Here in the kitchen, we have these nice quartz countertops. Right above your island, you have these really nice luxury pendant lights, and you have lots of cabinet space, even including some built-ins inside of your center island. You have the stainless steel GE appliances, including the full-sized washer and dryer, which we'll be taking a look at in just a bit. Here you can see your electric range with your microwave right on top. You also have this really nice white subway tile backsplash and some great LED under cabinet lighting. Over to your right, you have this really nice apron front stainless steel sink that is really wide and has tons of space to fit lots of dishes in. And just to the right of that, you have your dishwasher as well. Let me know what you think of this color scheme. It's not very often where I see a mixture of gray and blue cabinets like this. Having these two-tone cabinets, in my opinion, are a great option in adding some color to your kitchen area. Another feature I'd like to point out is that all of the cabinets and drawers in here are all slow closing, even the ones to your right in the little bar area and over in the bathroom. Now that may not sound like a really huge deal, but once you live with slow close cabinets, it's going to be hard to go back. Sometimes whenever I'm showing properties, I'll accidentally slam the cabinets shut really hard because I'll think they'll be slow closed, but then it turns out that they're not slow closed. But anyways, we're here in the main living area and you have lots of natural light coming in with those back windows. Again, you have this really nice wood look flooring and a good amount of space for you to fit your couches, your coffee tables, and a nice TV in here. Here's a nice little spot with the same kind of cabinets and drawers like you saw in the kitchen, but this is going to be your desk slash bar area. I think it would make a better bar than a desk area just because, again, you have that great amenity downstairs where you have the co-working space. Over to the right of that, you have your full-sized washer and dryer. I really like that they gave you the full-sized ones and not the stackable ones. Since I'm a bigger fan of these full-sized ones, I feel like you're able to fit a lot more clothes into these. You'll also have some great built-ins right above that to put your laundry detergent and your dryer sheets. Now we're going to head out to the right so we can check out your bedroom. This space definitely feels like you can fit a queen-sized bed in here. You have this really nice expansive space where you're able to fit a little dresser in front of your bed, and you also have some great natural light coming in with those windows over on your left. Right above you, you have this nice ceiling fan with a few different speeds that are available, and down towards the floor you have these 2-inch baseboards just adding to the luxury feel of this whole unit. You can kind of see it from this bedroom window, but directly outside of this unit is actually going to be the pool deck, which we'll get a great look at in just a little bit when we go out onto the balcony, and we'll also be taking a full walk on the pool deck showing you everything that's on there as well. Now we're going to be turning to our left to check out that full-sized bathroom and your walk-in closet. Coming inside here, you have these really nice tiled floors. To your left, you have your toilet, and right in front of the toilet, you have these really nice built-in shelves. We have a single vanity with this really nice large mirror and a great light fixture right above that. You also have the same color cabinets that you saw over in the kitchen, and I double-checked, these are also slow close here in the bathroom. Over to your right, you have your shower tub combo that is tiled with the same kind of tile on the floors all the way up to the ceiling. It looks like it has a pretty good depth and it has a really nice luxury shower head as well. It kind of looks like a rainfall shower head, but for a true rainfall, it needs to be coming out of the actual ceiling and not out of the side of the wall like this one is. Now we're going to be going further into the bathroom to go and check out this walk-in closet. You have a lot of really good built-ins and some really nice open space. For a 1-bedroom's walk-in closet, this is actually a pretty good size. I was really happy to see that they utilized the space in a really good way, both in the walk-in closet and back here in the main bathroom. Let me know what you think of the space in both of these areas. Is it enough space or do you need more? I get a lot of mixed feedback when it comes to clients. There are some people I work with that want double this closet space, and there are some people that don't even need half of this space. So I'm curious to know what you think about it. Leave your feedback down in the comments. Right now, I'm going to go back into the bedroom, into the main living area, so I can show you that balcony and everything that's on the main pool level. We're currently up on the 6th floor, and the pool deck is down on the 3rd floor. And to even get into this building, you have a controlled access parking garage, and for anyone getting in on the 1st level, you need to get in with your key fob, and even for the pool area you need a special fob for that as well. So it's a super private pool deck that is extremely hard for anyone who doesn't live at the building to get up onto. And from up here you have a really beautiful view of the pool deck. Like I mentioned before, we're gonna get a full in-depth look on the ground level of the pool deck, so make sure you stay tuned for that at the end of the video. The last thing to see outside is your outdoor storage, which is just a little closet that has some additional space for you to leave some outdoor items, maybe your holiday decorations, some pots and some planters, or gardening tools. But again, like we saw earlier in the video, you have that great makerspace with lockers in case you have any tools that you want to store down there in any of the lockers or areas that you want to use for your garden. And that pretty much sums up the tour of the A4B plan. Let me know what you think of this floor plan in the comments. Do you think it's enough space? Are you looking for more? They have quite a few other 1-bedroom floor plans, so if you like this building and possibly want to look into different floor plans, reach out and I'd be happy to share some of those other floor plans with you. Now we're up here on the 7th floor checking out the C5D floor plan, which is a 2-bed, 2-bath property on 1,186 square feet. And immediately when you walk in, you can notice that we have a little bit darker of a color scheme than what we saw earlier. You still have these same 42-inch soft close cabinets and drawers with the great under cabinet lighting. And just like what we saw in the other unit, you get all of the appliances that you see as well. You get the refrigerator, the range, the microwave, the dishwasher, and then in just a bit, we're also going to be checking out the similar washer and dryer as well. If you're really observant, you may notice that the center island and the back countertops are a little bit higher than what we originally saw in the other unit. That's because the other one was an ADU unit, but typically for the regular units, they're going to be this height. Now, as we're going through this kitchen, I'm going to be going over some of the additional costs that come with living at this property. So your first upfront costs are going to be your application fee, your admin fee, and your deposit. So your application fee is typically going to be $60, and the admin fee is going to be $140, and deposits may vary by unit, but just know $500 is usually standard for their properties. For those of you with pets, there is a $250 pet deposit, a $350 pet fee, and then a $20 per month pet rent. You get a max of 2 pets per unit, so just keep that in mind when you're thinking about moving properties. And then for parking, you actually have 2 different choices. So everybody gets garage parking, but if you have an electric vehicle, you can get a specific spot for your car, and that'll be $55 to $75 per month. And then for just regular garage parking, it'll be $25 to $50 a month. Aside from those additional fees, the community actually has 3 different internet providers for you to choose from. My favorite being Google Fiber, but they also have AT&T Fiber and Airwave. Now, taking a break from fees, you actually do get some fantastic perks for living at this apartment complex. For example, you can enjoy 20% off of food and non-alcoholic beverages at the Barchi Sushi from Monday to Thursday just by showing your AMLI Perks key tag. By being a resident here, you get great deals to a lot of local places and services in the area. Just like for fitness enthusiasts, you can get some great local discounts at the Bar 3, the City Limits Chiropractic Center, and multiple F45 locations. Additionally, you can also get some discounts on some health and wellness providers like the Aloha Dental, the Enamel Dentistry, and Restore Cryotherapy. In total, I have a list of 42 great deals that you get to look forward to taking advantage of if you live at this building. So if you're looking for a full list of everything that you get with this building, make sure to reach out and I'd be happy to send you that list. Now, in regards to specials that are going on right now, make sure to reach out to me to find the most up-to-date information. But at the time of recording this, for an immediate move-in, they're offering July free and up to 8 weeks free, where they waive the application fee, the admin fee, and all pet fees with special terms and conditions. So make sure to reach out if you're interested in finding out more information about that as well. Back here in the video, we just got to the first bedroom where we just checked out all of the space that's available in here. And right now we're walking into the ensuite bathroom, which has this really nice double vanity setup and this large mirror and the same color cabinets and drawers like we saw over in the kitchen. I really like these light fixtures that you see right above you as well. Keep in mind that all of the cabinets in here are slow close, and over to your left you have a similar style to what we saw over in the 1 bedroom with the same kind of floor to ceiling tile up in the shower tub combo and that really nice luxury shower head. I really like that they have a little spot for you to put a soap bar, some shampoo, or anything that you'll need in the shower, and you won't have to bring your own shower caddy. I've been to a few apartment complexes that don't offer little spots for you to put anything in the shower, so I do like that they offered that here in this building. Next, we're going to be heading to the very back of the bathroom so we can take a look at this walk-in closet. I think this one has a great amount of space and good built-ins, but as always, I want to hear what you think about this closet space down in the comments. Do you think it's enough, or would you be looking for more? I want to know all of that feedback so I can continue to help my clients find the right properties and so I can showcase the right kind of properties to you as well. Now we're going to be leaving this bathroom and heading over to the second bedroom, which has some great natural light coming in from those 3 windows in the very back. I really like the contrast of these dark floors and the light rooms that we're getting in this unit. This one doesn't have an attached bathroom. That one's going to be just outside of this room, which I'll show you in just a second. But in this room, you still get a good sized walk-in closet, especially for this one being a secondary bedroom. I usually tend to notice that a lot of secondary bedroom closets are definitely smaller than the primary bedroom closets, but I'm really glad that they gave you a good sized one back there. Here we are in the secondary bathroom, which is a single vanity and has the same kind of light fixture that we saw over in the other bathroom. It's a very similar feel to the first bathroom, so you can expect a lot of the same things in this one as well. Also, to your right behind that door, you have another linen closet that has a really good amount of shelves and good space in there. Now we're going to be leaving this bathroom and checking out the back patio, which is about the same size as the first one that we saw. As we're finishing up on the balcony, I wanted to tell you about some nearby employers. So in the community of Mueller, you have the Dell Children's Hospital, and since we're only 10 minutes from downtown, you have all of the other healthcare providers like the Ascension Seton, the St. David's Healthcare Center, and the Dell Medical School is part of the University of Texas at Austin. Since we're over on the east side, you also have easy access to the Riverside Oracle office, and more central to downtown, you have Google and tons of other tech employers that are growing in the city. Back to the video, we finally wrapped up with this 2-bedroom unit, and remember, if you're interested in one of these 2 specific floor plans that you saw or are interested in renting either of these 2, they're both currently available, so reach out if you're interested in getting that set up as well. Now finally, we're here at the end of the video checking out the 3/4 acre pool deck with a dog park and the hammock grove. You have tons of open space and lots of seating areas, including some first come first served cabanas. And in the very back, we're going to be checking out the barbecue and lounge area. Here right in front of us, you have some in the water seating where you're able to stop by, get in the water and cool off. All around you have some great landscaping and some really nice water features. Walking through this area, a few things come to mind. The first one is how clean and maintained this whole area is. And number two is the complete amount of space and seating areas that there are in this entire space. You have tons of spaces to get together with your friends or your neighbors. This whole area feels like a really large rooftop pool that you might find in the downtown Austin area, but with more space and more things to do on top of it. Up here, you have tons of grills and fire pits to get together and get a little barbecue going on with your buddies. They have a really great amount of gas grills all over this space. And then over to the right from where we're walking right now, you have the dog park and the dog run area. It's a really nice and inviting space, and you can definitely tell that they were also thinking of the residents when they were making this area, because they have a nice little sitting spot with a ceiling fan right over to keep you cool. And then next over on your right, you have lots of hammock spaces for you to just come outside and possibly take a little nap or just chill out in the sun with a nice book. And that pretty much brings us to the very end of the tour. I want to know what you thought of this building. Do you like it? Do you hate it? Do you love the amenities? Do you think the units have good space? I want to know all of that feedback down in the comments. And remember, if you're interested in this apartment complex and you would like some more information on how to get all moved in and would like to set a tour, please reach out. I would be super happy to get you all settled into your new place here in Austin. I hope this helps. Take care.